hello, and happy Earth Day. All right, that's what is going to guide this show today. And I don't know about you, but I think so many of us love big entertainment and sporting events. But how often do you consider the environmental impact that those events have? So organizers of the Paris Olympics have a goal of generating no more than half the emissions produced by past games in Rio and in London. But as the Washington Post points out, an event of that magnitude is by definition a carbon-heavy enterprise. So is it actually ethical to continue to have massive events like the Olympics?
This is a tough one. I wish we had like an ethics professor. Like I think they would say no. It's not. But I also think that ship has sailed. So we kind of have to make do with what we can in terms of slashing emissions. And the organizers are, I have to say, I don't know if I drank the Kool-Aid, but I am believing that they are truly trying. They're trying to slash emissions in 3 categories: construction, transportation, and operations. One stadium seats that they've built all is made of recycled plastic, which I thought was really, really interesting. And they're reusing as many sort of areas and stadiums that are already pre-existing. So I think
attempts are being made.
Attempts are being made.
Right.
Is it ethical? Well, if we pull it back that far, then no, it's not. But are we going to stop?
I hear
Are we going
you.
to stop gatherings of any sort?
That doesn't seem fair. I'm on the other side. I'm kind of on the fence, but I'm a little pessimistic because I feel like this is an event that happens every 4 years. Are we really going after the IOC and the Olympics? There are major corporations that I will not mention who are doing way more damage on a regular basis, and we are not having that conversation. So it doesn't seem fair to go after the athletes and the people who worked very hard for 4 years and put on an event. This is where I'm on the fence, where I'm like, but at the same time, how many events are there that affect the entire world? This is an opportunity to raise awareness about something that affects all of us. So I think that they should do those things. We should talk about it. But at the same time, getting rid of it, to me, that's not the answer. We need to talk to the people who are creating this disaster.
Like, so the IOC, the IOC who, puts on this every 4 years, they are the ones who are profiting. I mean, not in all situations, but my understanding is that they all make money off broadcast rights, right? So somewhere in the realm of $3 to $4 billion. So why not force the IOC, this is just like a spitballing, like brainstorming idea, but like make them take a portion of that money and then come up with innovative ideas about how to save our world, right? Like force them.
Have them contribute.
Okay. And also, I mean, we've always done it this way where a city hosts, and again, to varying degrees of good results. Sometimes it's really helped the economy, and there's been infrastructure built as a result that's been very beneficial. But other times, I think the cities have actually experienced a loss as a result.
Loss. Yeah.
So what if, and this is not going to be necessarily a popular idea, but people could do the games from their own home cities, right?
What do you mean?
We live in a technological age where you can broadcast from different areas. So Toronto.
But if there's a race between track and field runners,
that's what. That's a good example.
How does that work?
Figure it out.
Not every country has the facilities. Not every country has the facilities for certain sports, so that might not work.
I mean, Zoom works for everyone, no?
Yeah,
Or, no, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
It's just the honor system on your
Marks, get set, go.
I get it.
On that. Like,
it's true.
There are ways to think about this differently.
No, it's true. I like, we have to think that way.
Right.
We have to start thinking that way for the planet. But I will say, this is the part where I think the horse left the barn a long time ago. Because if you think of the Olympics every 4 years, you're right. I don't know why we're picking on the Olympics. Because there's like, I don't know, a Taylor Swift concert coming to town. There's gonna be 6 sold-out nights down the street. So, like, I just think of not only the carbon emissions, but I think of everyone getting there. Do you know how much waste is going to be produced over just one night of a concert? So when you talk about pollution, now I'm gonna say something really unpopular, so I'm gonna say that out of the gate. This is why I know people hate that the government is involved in so many aspects of our lives. But if the government is not mandating big companies and corporations to do business differently, and they only offer us, if I have to go and I have to buy a drink, and I buy a cup of coffee, and I do this, and the thing has to go in the garbage, you're not offering me another option to not pollute. So is that my fault or is that the venue's fault?
Not on
So I will. The last thing I'll say about this is the government does have to mandate some amount of common sense, because if a corporation is in the business of making the most money possible, the environment's always going to lose. I hate to
Should we
say
end
it.
with this? That like it is actually factually 100 companies who are responsible for 71% of global emissions.
Why are we not having that conversation?
Yep.
That's all I'm saying.
Leave the Olympics alone.
Yes.
Okay?
People train really hard.
Hey there, what did you think? Drop your comments below and join the conversation. And don't forget to like and subscribe so you can find more on everything from food and fashion to pop culture and current events. See you soon.